Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something from 2005, which is now becoming quite old. And this particular range of models are becoming very, very rare and collectible indeed. We are looking at the 2005 release by Corgi from their Batman series of die-cast model vehicles. And these were all a 143 scale series that we're looking at today. And this particular model we're looking at today is of the 2000 DC Comics Robin Redbird, which appeared, like I say, in the DC Comics, the 2000 DC Comics comic, basically. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in. And at the very top, you've got, it says Batman, and you've got the Batman logo. It says 2000 DC Comics Redbird, and at the bottom you've got the DC logo, and again it's got 2000 DC Comics Redbird, and it says ages 8 and up, 143 scale die-cast vehicles. Oh, okay, that's in French, I can't read that. And then you've got an image of Robin as he appeared in the 2000 DC Comics, just on the bottom corner here. Okay, that's the front of the box. I'm just going to spin it round, and what have we got on the back? So on the back, again, it says 2000 DC Comics Redbird 143rd scale die-cast vehicles. Vehicle complies, again, that's in French, so I don't want to try to read that. It says, live the Batman experience with Corgi's new line of DC Comics Batman vehicles from the past decades. This series of 143rd die-cast collectible vehicles with unique action features will be a must-have for comic book fans and collectors worldwide. And you've got the same image of Robin on the left-hand side there as we had at the front. And at the bottom there, you can see Robin's Redbird, which basically was his Batmobile, but he's a Robin, so it's called the Robin Redbird. You got a DC logo, 2000 Redbird, and the item number is RBDV1. And you've got the Corgi logo at the bottom. And you can see the functionality on the bottom of the box there. It just shows you there where the boot lid comes open to reveal the engine. The engine's at the back on this particular model. If I turn the box to the side, again, it's just got the Batman logo. It says 2000 DC Comics Redbird. And at the other end, we've got exactly the same. The Batman logo, 2000 DC Comics Redbird. And on the bottom of the box, we have Corgi 2005 Corgi Classics Limited and their address, Corgi USA details, and the copyright and trademark information, along with the Warner Brothers sign and the Batman and related trademarks, elements, and trademarks of DC Comics. And of course, you've got the model number with 77319. And the barcode at the bottom of the box. Okay, so that is the box, and you can see the model behind the window, and it looks terrific. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open the box, take the model out, and let's have a look at it outside of the box. Okay, so I've removed the model from the box itself, and it's still sitting on the plinth because unfortunately it is all strapped in, and the cable ties are wrapped around the wheels, which is holding it into position. And if I tried to take it off there, I would never be able to get it back on. And also you can see the strapping that's holding the boot down is still intact, so I cannot actually remove this from the plinth, which is a shame. But if you can just look under the bottom there, you can see all the strapping is still connected to the bottom of the wheels. So yeah, it would be pretty much, yeah, it's going to be too difficult to take that off and look at it. But anyway, we can have a very good look at the model from here. Now obviously we said that this does raise, and if you just see that it does open there, and I'm just lifting it slightly, I don't want to snap that band, but you can see that it does open as it showed you on the box, and that's the boot. Part of that is exposed anyway, and that thing opens together, and you can see the engine on either side. The only other functionality on these models is the free rolling wheels. but apart from that, there's no other functionalities, because really these models weren't designed to be played with. These are really designed for display purposes, for collectors or comic enthusiasts. Size wise, we're looking at a 10cm length of the vehicle. Width wise, if we measure across the widest point, which is the back fins, we're looking at 4.5 centimeters. And if we measure height wise, again from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the highest point of the boot, it's 3 centimeters. So that's the idea of size of the model. Now it is all die-cast metal. You've got the plastic perspex windows and the plastic perspex lights at the front. So you've got the plastic molding at the back there as well, and the engine there is plastic, not metal. But otherwise, the rest of it is all metal die-cast. And I've got to admit, it does look so cool. There's no figure inside. If we look closely inside the windows, I'll try and put a little bit of light on it to see if we can see it through the windows. But you can see there's no figure in there. It's just literally, I think I'm making it worse there by getting light on there, but it literally is just the steering wheel, the seats, but there's no figure. A lot of these die-casts that they produced, they did have a figure driving, but there's no figure in this particular one. So it just literally is the model, and I can't really see underneath, but it looks like it's all die-cast metal underneath as well, judging by the fact that it's still all red. It feels, if I can get my finger just under there, and it feels like it's metal, so I presume the whole bottom of it is die-cast metal. Okay, that is the model of the Robin Redbird. So big question is, how well did these do? Well, yeah, as with all the Corgi models, they always sell well. Corgi, Dinky, Matchbox were all phenomenal sellers. Dinky's no longer around, unfortunately, but Corgi and Matchbox still are, and they are still producing models. But this particular one, I suppose, nearly 20 years ago, at the time, they did a big run on DC Comics and Marvel comic models. There was certainly a massive amount of DC ones produced. They produced them in quite a few different scales as well. But yeah, I mean, and it did run for a year or two, each model. So they produced a vast number of them, and obviously they went out and they sold out. So yeah, very, very well done again for another fantastic model by Corgi. Now we're talking almost 20 years later, 19 years on. These particular models now are becoming extremely collectible, especially when they're in this mint condition, still attached to the card, unopened, and well, it would never been taken out of the box until I removed it to look at it. But otherwise, yeah, they are becoming very difficult to find now, in the mint condition. Don't get me wrong, they do come up on the platforms. You can pick up mint condition ones on the platforms by all means, and you can also pick up ones that have come off of the plinths, have been displayed, been played with, or what have you. So yeah, you can get all sorts of different quality ones, or different what's the word I'm looking for? Well, different quality, yeah, different quality models, depending on whether you want them as new or used. Obviously the new ones are all still trapped to the box, as this one is. So yes, they do come out on platforms fairly often. I wouldn't say it's very often, but they do come up from time to time on the platforms, without a doubt about that. And as I say, the only thing when you buy on a platform, just be very careful what you're ordering, because you may be looking at a new model when in fact the only one available is a used model, and although you think you are buying new, you may well be buying used. So Just be very, very careful and have a very good look at the images. And if you see the used sign up there, click on the used link and have a good look at the actual item you are buying. And that goes for pretty much all of the platforms. Or alternatively, we at Midas Touch have managed to find quite a few of these models, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, or you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Batman items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you will not want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this amazing model with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.